Already? Oh my God, that intro gets shorter every time too. Holy moly. I'm not ready. I don't have my wardrobe on. I haven't checked my makeup. My hair is a mess. This is not okay. Hey. Welcome to the meeting. We're having a business meeting tonight. We're gonna figure so much out. It's time to issue each other marching orders. Request lines are open, and now so is the window. Yeah, I came up with the title of the show right after that exchange on Discord. I love what's happening. I'm feeling it. This is good stuff. This will be the last show, I guess, before the summer vacation, taking a week off, and then we'll come back and hit the ground running. But we can still brainstorm the whole way through. Coffee brown muddy river, dark gray skies, out from under blankets shiver, off yellow sunrise. What's this new day holding? Hope it's a surprise. Wipe the rest out of my eyes. Old Nissan pickup, covered up in frost. That's my chariot of good luck, to die down the highway tossed. And the preacher isn't gambling, the hobo isn't lost. No, The truth is, balls. Laughter in the back room, guitars falling from tune. I'll buy the next round, full moon. We're taking them old songs and we're making them new, 'cause some nights our dreams of light come shining through. Shanks! Yeah! Woohoo! Good to see you. Who am I? I shouted on the corner of two streets. Who am I when looking to the bottom of a bottle? I'm somewhere between Baudelaire and Mad Magazine, just sitting there. Full throttle, but I don't think God makes mistakes, and I don't think I'm really doing wrong. But some days I think I don't know what I'm thinking I could ever write this world a song. Who am I? I eat eggs in Mississippi. Who am I? I played on a stage last night in Georgia. Who am I? I eat eggs in Mississippi. And on the phone I could hear it. In her voice she was naked, and I could tell she didn't miss me. And I don't think God makes mistakes, and I don't think I'm really doing wrong. Some days I think I don't know what I'm thinking I could ever write this world a song. Who am I? My name? No, there is no stranger word. Who am I? My mother, she does not recognize me. Why would I insult this pitiful world such beauty. 'Cause I don't think God makes mistakes, no, and I don't think I'm really doing wrong. No, I don't think God makes mistakes, no, and I don't think I'm really doing wrong. Some days I think I don't know what I'm thinking I could ever write this world a song. Yeah, I want to do that one again. Oh, welcome to the show, everybody. Hello, I'm Nathan Moore. This is the Daily Practice. For those that don't know what's going on here, which I hope there's new ears. Never know. If so, welcome. My name is Nathan Moore, and I've written a heck of a lot of songs, but I never practiced them, and I've forgotten a lot of them along the way. But now I'm working on getting all those songs that wound up on the bottom of the ocean back into my pockets with a daily, nightly practice. For an hour a day, I'm live online until this sand runs out playing your requests of my songs. And it's really easy to do that. And our Discord bot, Percy, would like to explain to you how you can participate from wherever you're watching. This works on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and of course in Discord. Wherever you're watching the show, this magic works. It just works. It's magic.
Hey, you freaking miracles with the gigantic ears. Percy here with a little heads up, okay? Here's what you gotta know. You can add a song to the request list by simply typing %request, or R for short, and then a space, and then the name of one of Nathan's songs. It will be added to the set list. You can also add art to the window up there. Simply typing $art, and then a space, and then describe what you'd like to see. Anything. It's amazing. It's sort of a miracle. Have fun with it. Try it. Oh, I hear somebody calling me. I gotta head back to the Discord. Back to you, Nathan. Have fun, y'all.
Thanks, Percy. That's a good boy. That's how it works, folks. Have fun with it. So for those of you that are already a part of our Discord gang, which Discord, I mean, it's our clubhouse on the internet. If you're out there and you've been doom scrolling and you've been going onto the internet looking for connection and inspiration and not finding it, come on over to our Discord server. It's super fun, and you'll see when you get here. We'll be here waiting. But for those of you already in there, you might have noticed we've created a new room called Street Team. When I get back from vacation, we're going to hit the ground running, and this is going to be some fun stuff. We're going to go out into the World Wide Web and try to invite our future friends into the fold. I saw this thread today. Someone tagged me on a Facebook thread, and it just got me all inspired. I was like, we got to do the Street Team thing. It was some young songwriter out there that was asking people who their favorite songwriter was, and there was like 80 responses. And the only reason I saw it was because someone said Nathan Moore, and I was one of the few living people with Facebook profiles of all the people mentioned, so I was actually taggable. And I was honored to be in that list. But I started scrolling down the names, and they're all like Guy Clark, James McMurtry, John Prine, Bob Dylan, Chris Christopherson. And I'm just like, oh my God, all these strangers are future friends. I am in the wheelhouse of all their favorite dead songwriters. I'm right here. I'm alive. But you know, there's that frustration that, like, probably the lamest thing possible and the most ineffective thing I could have possibly done was, well, I think I'm pretty good. Check out my YouTube. But that's just lame. That's just lame. There's no way that could work. It's a night and day difference than if one of the Street Team, one of you are in there saying Nathan Moore is just like a lot of these songwriters, except he's living and he's doing a nightly YouTube, and you can come join him and check out his songs, and he will play your new favorite song for you live. That's That's night and day. Night and day. See what I'm saying? It's huge. It's exciting. It's fun. Y'all can have some fun with it. And I think it's going to work. Because I am not hiding my light under a bushel anymore with all the endless tricks up my sleeve. It's just pure unadulterated songwriter here, and I'm so happy to be embracing this at this point in my life and practicing my songs for the first time ever. So I better get to work or I'm all talk, right? Let's see if we got any requests in there yet. Oh yeah, we do. All right, let's get to work. First request in the list is Scooby-Doo wants to hear "Understand Under." It's been a minute for that. I actually wrote that song on piano, but I haven't played it on piano since I wrote it. I don't think. Maybe I should try it. It would have to all come back to me. Let's see what happens. This is going to be a little sloppy, probably. But hey, it is the daily practice. This is not the daily... It's not the Daily Show. I'm not Jon Stewart. I wanna play like Jelly Roll Morton, ride like Waldo Emerson, sing like Odetta, say give me liberty like Patrick Henry. I wanna escape like Houdini on the very last breath. I wanna fly straight as an arrow, crooked sparrow. I wanna swallow fire, I wanna paint the town red. I wanna understand under, hold the whole world above my head. I wanna die in battle, grow old with a wife, catch every kind of fish. Oh, I'd give anything if I could just play the fiddle. I wanna know the recipe for every dish. I wanna bust some moves on the dance floor. I wanna sit in the back of a smoky-ass debaucherous den. I wanna live to be 120, tell wondrous tales to my great-great-grandchildren. Comedian, I wanna start a new twist in philosophy. I wanna be a cowboy and an Indian. I wanna be an E.E. Cummings apostrophe. I wanna be fluent every language. I wanna be a painter, the next Abby Hoffman. I wanna be the mayor of my hometown in the Blue Ridge Mountains. I gotta get there more often. I wanna do trickery. I wanna take a plunge to the depths of madness. I wanna sit in the clear like a Buddhist monk. And I wanna turn the tables like Jesus. I wanna cross all borders in a smuggler's trunk. I wanna ride code like a rogue programmer. I wanna sell potions on the side of the street. I wanna survive some grisly summer, learning which berries are safe to eat. I wanna do tricks in a biplane smoking and be able to fix anything that gets broken. I wanna hang on when the questions are spoken. I wanna let go when the wind is blowing. I want a light bulb to go off in my head like Tesla. I want to get my brain around what Einstein said. I want to understand, hold the whole world up over my head. I want to understand, hold the whole world up over my head. That's all. Just want to understand, hold the whole world. That was pretty sloppy. That was a good ending, though. Stuck the landing. Sometimes you can get a 10 out of 10 just by sticking the landing. That was fun. I have not done that in a long time. I did write it on piano there at Frogville Studios in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Hey, cousin! Good to see you, cuz. I told the Bigfoot story last night. This is who I was talking about. He's on YouTube, Stephen Fisher. I called him Eric because that's what I do. And that's probably what I always will do. But do you remember, let's see if he remembers. When I say I told the Bigfoot story, what do you think I'm talking about? I can't wait to see what he said. Oops, I typed in the wrong thing. Ooh, When a Woman, Chicken and Rice Show of My Dreams. Oh, these are some fun ones. The Lot will be tough. I crammed for that exam, so I didn't retain a lot of it. When a Woman. Your dad's wedding? Yes. Go on. Yes. I want to go ahead, take your time. I'll keep checking in. People in Discord, let me know if I miss him. If you can, go on. Tell me more. How do you remember that story? I need to embellish it a little bit. The part that it hit me after the show that I should have talked about. Well, no, I don't want to say anything. I want to see what he remembers it. I told the story last night, but yeah, exactly. He should tell the story. How are we just doing all the songs off in his own worlds tonight? Woman cuts your hair. She ties a little ribbon there. In the little ribbon that she ties, it's invisible to other eyes. But you can always feel it there. When a woman cuts your hair. When a woman calls your name, it never again quite sounds the same. And all through your running years, it rings that way in our ears. And you want to hear it again and again. When a woman touches you, then there's nothing you can do. that part of you has been told. It's been touched and turned to gold. Even if you didn't want it to, when a woman touches you, when a woman woman hides her eyes, then something deep inside you dies. Gets there like a knife. Apologize, apologize, 'cause no starvation so denies is when a woman, when a woman, when a woman. It's the first time I've ever tried harmonica on that, thanks to my new B flat. B flat. I'm not saying that's good advice, but it's a really nice harmonica. Can't believe I've waited this 53 years old. First B flat harmonica I've ever even held in my hand. Ah. There's a lot of these. I've never had a C sharp harmonica or an F sharp. I should get an F sharp. Oh, an F sharp would be great. Someday. You guys are already finding so much gold in the hills of the World Wide Web. The street team's going to be a fun thing. There's a lot out there once you start digging. You know, I get a little bit torn. Karina, good to see you. Was that a question? Who was the woman? Well, I guess, that's... I'd have to say, the woman was woman. All caps. But the inspiration for the song was my one of my best friends, Brad Barr, his girlfriend at the time. We were on our way to Nantucket, I think it was. Is that the... Oh my goodness, what is that Biden? Oh my God, I just saw the bomb exploding out the window. Holy moly. I guess we were going to Nantucket, and I think it's like an island where you have to get on a ferry to go there. Is that true? And we were on the ferry, and we were going to play at a wedding that was on Nantucket, and Brad's girlfriend gave me a haircut on the ferry on the way, and we were sitting at the very back of the ferry, and she was cutting my hair and just throwing the hair into the water as we were going. And by the time I got to Nantucket, she had finished the haircut, and it was just a great experience. The whole thing was sort of magic. And then I looked at myself in the mirror, and I had never seen this man before. She made me, it was like the most handsome I had ever felt in my whole life. I don't know if I had ever felt like that before, but I was like, actually caught myself. I was like, whoa, what the heck did you do? How in the world did you do it? And then I wrote that song. So that's the origin story there. True story. True story. me see here. What was next? Chicken and rice. True story. Someone just reached out to me today and asked me why I don't travel anymore. And my honest answer at the moment was just no desire to. I don't have really any desire, and I really enjoy performing on YouTube. I feel like as a troubadour, it's just like, Woody Guthrie on the radio. It's like what radio was in the 20s or something. And I really dig it. There's so many answers to that question. There's a lot of long-winded answers to that question. One that I've never really talked about very much, but it would be, if I was actually making the list, it would be pretty high on it. In that, when I stopped touring, it was years ago now. It's been a while. It's been long enough to look back on, as opposed to still feeling like you're in the middle of it. But when I stopped traveling, there for a while, the last few years I was traveling, to me it was a psychic weight on me to know, to feel what I felt in the atmosphere and with the reality of what we're doing to the climate and all that. And this is not a soapbox. This is and that's why I never talked about it. It's not something I ever say, but it's just an honest truth. It felt weird to be spending my life in a car and on planes and on boats. It was surreal. I was just like, what am I doing? It really bothered me. And I would be stuck in traffic jams, and I would just, the weight of it, I was just like, I don't know. It was a very significant yuck that was on my shoulders that really was hurting me. It was hurting my soul. And that was a big part of it. I was like, I do not want to spend another minute in this car. It's just not right. Chicken and rice on the stove. So nice to be home. Home. The pitter of feet, I'm not alone. It's not just me, I'm home. Home. And I ain't ever going out there again. Not onto the road, not into the wind. Gonna stay right here with my family and friends. Hey, we need more wood. We need more wood for the fire. Sure feels good to be home. Home. It's all good, but there's no place like home. Home. And I ain't ever going out there again. Not onto the road, not into the wind. Gonna stay right here with my family and friends. Big warm bed, been letting it go to my head. I'm home, home. stay right here with my family and friends. No, I ain't ever going out there again. Not onto the road, not into the wind. Gonna stay right here with my family and friends. Woo! Woohoo! I think I heard those kazoos. I heard those kazoos. Oh my goodness. I like it. I'm starting to feel the sweat. This might be the second time I sweated today. What's going on? All right, let's see here. What was next? So good to see everybody. Hello, hey Magpie. So great to see you. Kai, Bigfoot, Butterfly. Yay. All right, show of my dreams. All right, I might have to cheat and click the link here. I'm just about to geek out again and just marvel at the miracles of the coding and technology that is happening behind the scenes here, behind the curtain. I click on that and I'm now looking at the lyrics to that song. It's just crazy. Oh yeah, it's hot out there. Is it cooling down now? At least y'all get nice cool nights out there. Do they cool down where you are? I'm not even sure about that. Did Cousin Eric ever tell the Bigfoot story? I'll stop everything if I'm missing that action. It's the show of a lifetime with family and friends of mine. I've never played such a beautiful stage, but I can't find the stage door or a guitar chord. My mind's a blank, can't picture the page. It's all going wrong. It's all going wrong. It's all going wrong. I open my mouth and nothing comes out. I trip the rug, fall flat on my face. The lights are all on me. I can't think of a song to sing. I've never seen such a beautiful place. And it's all going wrong. It's all going wrong. It's all going wrong. I'm sure I don't know. I'm sure I don't know what it means. Doctor, come quickly. Doctor, come quickly. Shit. I'm sure I don't know what it means. Doctor, come quickly. Explain it to me. How nothing is ever as it seems. Not even at the show. Not even at the show of my dreams. Not even at the show. Not even at the show of my dreams. Not even at the show. All my life I've struggled and strived to get here. Now I'm here, but I'm not here yet. I know that's my cue, I just don't know what I do but stand here like an idiot. It's all going wrong. It's all going wrong. It's all going wrong. And I'm sure I don't know what it means. Doctor, come quickly, explain it to me. How nothing is ever as it seems. Not even at the show. Not even at the show of my dreams. Not even at the show of my dreams. Not even at the show of my dreams. Not even at the show. Not even at the show. Not even at the show. Now, not to pat myself on the back, not to toot my own horn, but, you know, all those times when it seemed like I'd forgotten how the song went and I didn't know what the chords were? Acting. That's right, folks. Acting. It was in the script. I just nailed the script. Thank you. Yes. Academy Award. For that performance, I will be getting the Oscar, not the Grammy. It is fun to... I'm glad you asked for that song because I like playing that. And I had forgotten how it went, but now it's sort of closer to being in my pocket for real. But I want to listen to the recording again because there's something about the end there. Not even at the show. Not even at the show. There's a whole thing. I have to refresh my memory on that. But nice one. Nice one. Cheers. Oh, and I killed your gifts by looking at the words. See? We're all paying a price for me not remembering how the songs go. It's good. It's a whole communist thing we have going on here. Fat King of Gods. Oh my goodness, that scares me. But that's what the daily practice is all about. It's not only doing what scares you, but breathing into it. And doing it repeatedly. That's what it's all about, baby. Fat King of Gods, the breaker of bones, owns everything you see for endless miles. Talk of revolution vanished under a stone. The mystic sees trembling and smiles. Liberty's children build prison on prison and try to rid us of violence with bombs. But anyone who goes where the wild wind blows knows where we'd be without our loving moms. I know that might sound too dainty, still I'd repeat it, for even the slightest truth can never be defeated, and it's a far cry at least from the daily deceit that we play, and we play like it's stuck on repeat. Peace has no leaders to play its cards, and peace may pay its own leader's price. but its tomb will be empty as it flows from the bars, ringing true like some good advice. Slowly but surely the world revolves. I think Grace just might be her own resolve, and she will dance at every chance aloft till all of the world's problems are solved, as the capitalist masturbates, dreaming of Rand, and the philosopher wonders what she won't be when she's dead, and the artist asks God to flow from his hand, and the pacifist asks Hitler, but what if I said, and the journalist keeps her day job, waving like the sea, like a parade of princesses down the middle of Maine. And the one they locked up for feeling too free, I hope he never stops laughing at those ridiculous chains. From the war on this to the war on that, we've spun the frayed fabric of our modern day blues. We're born in a rental and in pride from our neighbor, and our fears and our fights they label with hues. But what for the child with a dream that comes, that always comes to the innocent heart, the one that says, don't worry, we've always done that which you are about to start. Perhaps destiny's too tedious for tongues wild as these, and freedom's too mysterious when you're down on your knees. But what's been the downfall of all proud societies? Who knows the words? Let's sing it drunkenly, please. Let's sing it drunkenly, please. Drunkenly, drunkenly. Gotta love a natural fade. Gotta love a natural fade. Jacques, welcome to the show. All right. Blessed Porcupine is next. That one's hot off the presses. That's a pretty brand new song. I had a song come to me last night. I don't know if it's done yet or if it's not. Let me clear these beard hairs out of my harmonica. Just hold on a second. I'll be right with you. I really don't like it going back into my mouth. That's the new move. It's like, you know, it's rubbing salt in the wound. It's not bad enough that it's yanking hairs out of my beard in the middle of songs when I'm trying to escape intrusive thoughts. No, that's just the pain. Then comes the humiliation of then it puts my hair in my mouth. It's like a big brother making me punch myself. I did not move from the spot, if I'm honest. Wonder if I wanted something different than I'm wondering. Oh, it breaks my heart, might never know. I might never sit in the delicate delicatessen, but save me a seat in the blundering I will go, and I won't stop for nothing. I will never not go. I've always been on to something. What? Might never know. Sleeping ugly might be, but I am at the table, and weren't we all awakened by a kiss? Once you've caught the lightning, once you've seen the angels, you can't just pretend they don't exist. And I won't stop for nothing. I will never not go. I've always been on to something. What? Might never know. Porcupine on a juke joint, stage dove onto a cactus, shook it all, said, oh, and that's not all. Everything up to this point's been practice, 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 'cause that's the way we get to Carnegie Hall. And I won't stop for nothing. I will never not go. I've always been on to something. What? Might never know. Thanks for asking for that. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. It's coming. Daily practice. All right, Jacques, I see. Could you please bust out a Tombstone before I got to go? Yes, sir, absolutely. Gee, back at you. Will it work? Ah. Oh. That just drives me crazy. The only way I found it, sometimes when I make this shape, hearts fly out of my hand. It's built into the new Macs. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and the only way to make it work is to quit OBS and restart it. It's like a janky new feature, and I should quit trying because it always disappoints me when they don't come out. I'm always deflated. So I go from trying to share this fun, I see the symbol in the Discord, and I'm like, yeah, back at you. And I want it to be magic with hearts. And when it doesn't happen, I just start talking about how janky the world is. How nothing works right. Even if I don't say it out loud, that's what's going on behind my eyes. Well, hey, Bigfoot. Hey, big fella. Foot. You saw them when I did that? Nuh-uh. You don't see them. You're messing with me. You could convince me of that, though. You could convince... Okay, cousin story above. All right, wait, hold on. Stop the presses. Hold your horses. Is it far? Any chance? All right, here it is. I remember that Bigfoot was spotted at the wedding. There were some excited kids that found proof in the form of Bigfoot prints in the woods. Yes, there was also some photographic evidence. Yep, you heard it here second, folks. You heard it here first last night. But there's corroboration I just love that so much. All right, so I didn't make up that memory. Sometimes, especially with my old memories, I could be convinced I just made that up, that never actually happened. Thank you so much for letting me keep this faith in myself. Thank you, Swavey, for sharing that. Holy moly. That's so cool. Yep, see? All right, I want to pass on the lot. I don't remember how it goes. I don't remember the melody. Will it? Oh, it went to the lottery when I clicked on the link. No. That's not what we're asking for. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a mulligan. Is that what they call it on that one? Next time, I promise. Although I'm not sure I want that one in my pocket, but maybe it should be. I don't know. Oh, thank you, cuz. Yeah, I've been practicing every night and it's working. I'm very excited. And I'm writing a lot. It's a whole thing. It's really happening. Man, all these have hairs in them. It's disgusting. I quit. Never mind everything I said. I'm out of here. Yeah, that song, The Lot. A few of these have happened, but sometimes you write a song recording it, which is very interesting. I think I recorded it first on my phone on the back porch as the sun was rising, and you could hear the birds chirping, and it just had this whole vibe. And I made these little loops, and then I made up the words to it, and it just had this whole crystally vibe to it. And then it immediately just went on a little home released record, and that was it. I never played it. I never ever played it. I made a guitar loop and then looped it and then wrote words to it and a couple other loops. But I never, ever played it until early on in the practice. I guess the show that you timestamped because Swaby wanted to hear it because the recording is fun and the song's cool. So I was really trying to serve the recording when I did my version of it. And maybe I should go back and listen to that myself because there probably is a time and place when it would be great to have The Lot in your pocket. But, yeah. All right. Next on the list, The Hunter by Beans. I'm always hunting for songs there where they don't belong. So I open fire 'cause they won't be there long. I'm a hunter, or a liar. Got to stay strong. I'm always making it right. It's all I do all the time. I don't care if it's diet. I don't care if it's mine. As long as it rhymes. As long as it rhymes. always lassoing moons, making mountains move. Anything less than, oh, I just grabbed a big one. Y'all predicted it. I'm just taking a snooze. Come wake me, baby. I've got a dream for you. I was so confident going into that, but that one still needs work. It is so far away. Wrong harmonica. I'm starting to keep better track of which harmonica goes with which song, and I gotta add that to the list. Can't believe I'm still trying to use that pen. I feel like that's a freshie. All right, Hunter should be a straight. Straight D. I was trying to do what they call cross harp in G. Way better. Way better. All right, I gotta tune this thing up. Oh no, we're running out of sand. While I'm doing this, let's see what we have on the request list. I guess we are running out of time. Are we flipping that because we're going on vacation, or what's going on? Percy, let the new ears know how to play along here. And creep beans out while you're at it.
Hey, you freaking miracles with the gigantic ears. Percy here with a little heads up, okay? Here's what you gotta know. You can add a song to the request list by simply typing %request, or R for short, and then a space, and then the name of one of Nathan's songs. It will be added to the set list. You can also add art to the window up there. Simply typing $art, and then a space, and then describe what you'd like to see. Anything. It's amazing. It's sort of a miracle. Have fun with it. Try it. Oh, I hear somebody calling me. I gotta head back to the Discord. Back to you, Nathan. Have fun, y'all.
Thanks, Percy. Oh man, are we already at leaving? I'm so confused. I'm torn. You voted to flip it. Yep. Ding, ding, ding. Cheers. We'll be taking the next week off. We've got a house sitter coming in, and we are hitting the road, folks. Going out there, seeing what's going on. Go live in the woods for a minute. The last time we went camping, it's still really is uncomfortable for me that at 10 o'clock, all these campgrounds and stuff, crickets. People are intense. I feel like stepping on a stick might wake somebody up, much less practicing my harmonica all night, which is what I want to do. But the last time we went, I learned my move, and that's to bring my ukulele and my bike. And when everybody goes to bed, I just take my ukulele and get on my bike and ride as far away from all those people as I can. Sit by the lake or whatever it is somewhere out there. In fact, a few weeks ago when we went camping, I grabbed my ukulele and went on the last night. I was like, I just got to do this because I was tired of like trying to write quietly at my camp. So I grabbed my ukulele, hopped on my bike, and rode as far away as I could and wrote. Tried singing my song, but I woke the missus. Went out in the yard, but the neighbors rode. Walked down the street, then come the police. So that's the way this song goes. Get me out of this jail, gotta hit those high notes, gotta stop my foot on the refrain. Oh, but the judge just sentenced me to the rooftops. And then only when it rains. I tried the middle of the day, but what with all the clatter, it's like lighting a candle in the middle of the day. Oh, it gives off light, oh, but it don't matter, 'cause no one needs it then anyway. Get me out of this jail, gotta hit those high notes, gotta stop my foot on the refrain. Oh, but the judge sends me to the rooftops, and then only when it rains. I tried not singing at all. I really thought I could do it. I went 4 days, and then it all came out. Came out so loud, I didn't even know I could do that. And they sure throw in that key away now. Get me out of this jail, gotta hit those high notes, gotta stop my foot on the refrain. Oh, but the judge sentenced me to the rooftops, and then only when it rains. And then only when it rains. I still don't exactly know how that song goes, but there it is. Whew! Man, oh man. Well, dang, that was fun. Yeah, I hate to jinx it, but it does seem like every time we go camping, I write at least a song or two. But I don't want to jinx it. No pressure, whatever. I'll be happy just practicing my harmonica. Oh, man. Peter! Yeah, long time no see, buddy. Welcome to the show. I guess we're wrapping it up, though. That was the leaving song there. We went through the sand. I can't quite tell exactly what's going on. I close my eyes for the songs, and was that I have a few of them over here. No, that's not Levian Rose, but I think one of these is. Good ear. Here's the one that was coming to me last night. I don't really know what's going on here yet. There'll come a time that you won't question. There'll come a time that you won't question. There'll be no doubt in your mind. Until that day, let's do not mention what might be like. You'll know when the time comes, you'll know. Whether you sit, whether you stand, whether you run, whether you rise, what you have written in your sand, I trust you are wise, you'll know when the time comes, you'll know. Might be brave, might be a coward, might be wrong, might be right. Be prepared for it not to matter. A moment to fight, you'll know when the time comes, you'll know. You'll know when the time comes, you'll know. Oh, I feel like there's some loose screws in there somewhere, and I'm not exactly sure how the music goes, but that came to me after the show last night. We'll see what happens. More later. Oh, I didn't realize those lyrics were... I forgot about that. That's sort of cool. I don't mind that. One more time, one more time, one more time, old friend. One more time, one more time. I was just getting it at the end. One more time, one more time, one more time, old friend. One more time, one more time. I was just getting it at the end. Hey, where'd you find that one? Never heard that one. What were you thinking? What were you on? Where'd that come from? What were you drinking? Well, that's my new favorite song. One more time, one more time, one more time, old friend. One more time, one more time. I was just getting it at the end. Come on, one more time, one more time, one more time, old friend. One more time, one more time. I was just getting it at the end. Well, that one's squirrely. Whoa, what was that one chord? Was it me or did it feel like a circle in time? I kept coming in early. Where's the one, Lord, who inspired you on that line? One more time, one more time, one more time, old friend. One more time, one more time. I was just getting it at the end. Come on, one more time, one more time, one more time, old friend. One more time, one more time. I was just getting it at the end. I think I got it. Let's take it from the top. There's a harmony I wanna try. Hey, how about next time we don't even stop? I could play the song till I die. One more time, one more time, one more time, old friend. One more time, one more time. I was just getting it at the end. Come on, one more time, one more time, one more time, old friend. One more time, one more time. I was just getting it at the end. I was just getting it at the end. Just getting it at the end. Woo-hoo-hoo! There we go. We did it. We did it. Holy moly. That's a good way to get out. First he didn't know, and he didn't know that he didn't know. Then he didn't know, but he knew that he didn't know. Later he knew, but he didn't know that he knew. And at last he knew, and he knew that he knew. And he was not alone. Put that on my tombstone. Well, he rode every road and he rode down the river and sang every song that he sung for the lovers that leapt from the ledge and hung up in the night. He took it and shook it as he looked for the light. That couldn't be shown. Put that on my tombstone. If somebody laughed, he'd second the motion. And though he defied it, believed deep in the notion that to write the line where the sky meets the ocean, you gotta breathe in the air like it's some kind of potion. Each breath a wild wind to blow. tombstone. He fought the good fight and he fled without grieving in small-minded rooms. He said, I believe I'll be leaving, and he hung his hat where the woman he loved knew how to take it. Enough is enough. He was not unknown. Put that on my tombstone. And like that, he was gone. Whew. Cheers, everybody. Thank you so much. See you on the other side. Still, I'm sure we'll still be checking in. The group of people I'm going with, we have the technology and stuff, not to stream or anything, but I won't be completely out of the loop, so I'll be checking in on the Discord and stuff. Excited to hit the ground running when I get back with some of the street team explorations. So just so you know, the street team in the Discord, we can have a little business meeting. Everybody, all right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right, that's the end of the show. Yay, thank you. Subscribe, like on the YouTube channel. Please click that bell so you'll get notified whenever I'm live, because it's not like clockwork. You never know when it's going to be. And I like to surprise myself from time to time with different sessions at different hours of the day. So definitely do all that. All right, see you on the other side. Thank you so much. Okay, now for everybody else. Where's my vape? I'm already loving everything I'm seeing in the street team channel on Discord. I think it's super fun. It's going to be amazing. I think, one of the main uses of it is whatever you're on, whether it's Facebook or Reddit or just Googling or whatever, songwriter for, like, if you're just on Facebook, even though I highly encourage us to get the hell out of Facebook at all costs, but there's a lot of gold in there and a lot of beautiful people, so I don't want to diminish that, but those algorithms and the whole thing is a nightmare. And to be honest, I don't think that's where we're really going to find the gold, but there is gold in those hills, but it's not by posting on your wall. That's for sure. I don't think that's the move. You posting on your wall, just let that go. But finding other people, like that one I found today where it was like, who are your favorite songwriters? And there's all of a sudden was a whole list of people that would love to hang out with us. They were all our future friends. I could see it. And so stuff like that is great. Like, search on Facebook for songwriting groups or, different pages or groups that are dedicated to that kind of stuff. Things on Reddit. Twitch streams. I don't know. There's so many places to go. But once we have eyes, and the cool thing about the street team channel is that when you find a cool thing, wherever you are, like, oh my God, this is perfect, copy the link and share it in the street team channel on Discord, and then other people can follow you there, boost your post or your comment or whatever it is, like it, upvote it, can add on to it. Like, I second the motion, Nathan Moore belongs on this list, whatever it is. He does a nightly, daily practice session on YouTube, and it's really fun and interactive, has a great community and all this stuff, and everybody will have their own style with it. Some people might want to invest in, I mean, you don't have to like invest energy anywhere that you don't want to. And everybody will find their own style with it. You know, somebody out there there should be at least a couple just, you know, raving lunatics. I remember once, I'll never forget this moment when I showed up at this festival when I was like in high school, and I had no idea who these bands were. And there was this person in the parking lot raving. He was a raving lunatic. That's why I said that. He was a raving lunatic, screaming, proselytizing about this band I was about to see that I had never heard of, called Widespread Panic. But his fervor and enthusiasm was a little bit contagious, and I was certainly intrigued to see this band that he was talking about that has made this, what was probably a fine, upstanding young man just a few weeks ago, that this music had transformed this lad into this madness. I just could not wait for my ears to get a hold of this. And that was my first widespread, but you know, just like in Discord, how we can become superheroes, how you take, you know, for anybody that wants to join our Discord server, you don't have to come in as yourself if you don't want to. Wear a hat, wear a costume, pick a funny name, be an alter ego. We don't care. We just want you to have fun, to be silly, be honest, and always trust your cape. And whatever form your cape is, don't be afraid to come in and be somebody brand new, a new version of yourself. Have fun with it. That's what it's all about. This doesn't have to be too real. We don't need to get real. We are fantastic. Let's see. Any other points of business? So yeah, in the Street Team channel, when you find a cool forum or link, or like, oh, I found this thread, this is a great thread, like, look, these are all like John Prine fans, or you know, whatever it is, like, there you are. That's the way I picture you. When I think of my Street Team, that's a little bit like it. Right there. No matter what you might think. So yeah, anything else about that? And a lot of this, you know, is I don't know. That goes without what I was about to say goes without saying. I think a lot of it does. Yeah, I don't know. Any questions? Go Street Team. Catherine and I were walking around getting our fishing license today and stuff, and I was like, Street Team? We were blue skying different things to call the Street Team. At one point you were web crawlers. At one point you were the V Street Team, the virtual Street Team. But then, you know, Street Team is parlance in the music industry. When I was back in you know, my working days and the amusement in the early days, Street Team was everything. Once we got our first manager and the manager started organizing, and the Street Team was just finding people, fans in each town that we were going to put up posters and to go around and put up the posters on the light posts and stuff like that, and wallpaper the town. And once we started working on the Street Team, and it was different in each town, and that was changed everything. It was a game changer. It was super fun. So that name is in the parlance already. So I figured, like, web crawlers, yeah, when new people come into the Discord, they'll be like, what in the hell is that? And they probably won't be able to figure it out by looking at it. So I just went with the standard Street Team. But if anybody can come up, see, even Freedom Team, we sound like we're going into politics or something. I like the fact that it's just music parlance for what it is and what that move is. I think a lot of people are familiar with that, as opposed to some cryptic thing that only we know. Although, at a certain point, we might get so good at it, we'll have to lock this down, and only people that are on the Street Team can go in there, at which point we could call it any weird cryptic thing we want. Because I don't know, if we get really good at it, people start coming in and joining our Discord server and then going in there and seeing how we snared them, I doubt they'll be upset. I don't think anybody's going to feel duped by discovering this music in this community. So, not too worried about that. Oh, okay. Now I remembered something I did want to address. ProGaff. I loved what you were saying about the songwriting credits and stuff like that. I feel like that's a little further down the road. I feel like a manager would maybe worry about that. I certainly don't care. I definitely come from the Woody Guthrie thing. There's a part of me. I guess I would be a little bit lying if one of my songs became a hit and nobody knew I wrote it. That would be really frustrating. That would be really frustrating. If I saw somebody playing one of my songs and didn't say that I wrote it, I would be psyched. I would be like, hell yeah. That would just make me feel cooler, because I don't really want people covering my songs to honor me or as a nod to me. I want people covering my songs because it makes them feel cooler, and because it works in their show, and if they pretend like they wrote it, I think that's sort of cool. Like, it's like Bob Dylan in the early days. There's nothing, I think, wrong with that. If it became a huge hit or something and nobody knew I wrote it, that would feel weird. I don't know how, if it became a huge hit, they would stop me from letting the world know I wrote it, if it was actually legit on that level. So I have all kinds of feelings about that, but I definitely don't mind if I was in disguise in a nightclub and someone did one of my songs and just owned it and everybody loved it and they never said my name. I would walk out of there on air thinking that's what it's all about. If they did it as like a moment in their song where they were trying to honor me in some way or pay, I don't know, respect. It's just, ugh. I'm too young for that. Exactly, Scooby. Exactly. She says, I thought the Crows wrote Hard to Handle for over a decade. It's a badass. It's cool. If someone else is using your shit to be badass, that is just so cool. I'm just so into it. I have no problem with that. Well, any other questions before the meeting is adjourned? We just watched a really fun episode of Deadwood. Have y'all watched that show? Deadwood is really good. We're into it. I really feel like about halfway through the first season, they got even better writers. Like the show started to be a little successful. Their budget increased, and they went out and hired even better writers because the writing just kicks up a notch. And all of a sudden, I'm just like, rewind that line, just like pausing it like a first time you hear a John Prine song. Like, oh my God, rewind that line. What was that? It's so good. Can I see who is listening on YouTube? You mean right now? Can I go to YouTube and see who's still with us on that platform? Let's find out. Live 20. Wow, that's pretty good. It's on that platform. I don't see a list of people watching. I can see people that have commented. I think that's why back in the day when I was streaming on Facebook at first, that a lot of my friends wouldn't even watch because you could see everybody that was watching, and all of a sudden people were just getting into all these conversations they didn't want to be a part of. They just wanted to hear me sing songs, and next thing you know, they're responding to, hey! It was a sort of lame feature. Oh, it's pretty. Yeah, it's definitely down in the. It's very vulgar, very it's in the armpit of our psyche or whatever. There's a lot of gold in them hills. I'll tell you what. I hear you though. Well, any more questions? Any more thoughts? Any more for this? I like the business meeting. Bonanza, the original show? I definitely got really deep into, what was the one that I got really into there for a while? Now I can't even remember the name of it. So my question about the covers is, how can we get more people to cover your songs? Well, I still think it's a very good idea for us to host a Nathan Moore cover contest. I've not let that go. That's going to be part of the hitting the ground running once vacation is over, is really putting that out there. I want to have as big as possible grand prize for the best NM cover, and I want people to share that on their social media. And with our timestamps and with the songbook getting more thorough and everything, we have all the great resources. Everything that we've been doing with the daily practice is such a fun resource. They can get on our Discord if they want to play Dropping Like Flying and hit the timestamp queue and find every performance of that song. They can go to the songbook. I wish the songbook had the chords, but that'll be a winter task, I feel like, how to write a good book. So I think that's a great first step, is the Nathan Moore covers song contest. Can you have your green screen real window back after the vacation? I think that with the 2-camera angle with the piano, that would be really hard to pull off. There might be a way to do it in real time, but there is also, like, then it's in the way, and then it becomes a whole assembling and dismantling, and where do you put it when the show's not on. I love how all this is I love how there's no mics in my face. When the show's over, I can just walk away, and everything is just like it is, and that's really nice, as opposed to a big thing right here that I bump into. I do love that window. It's so cool. But for it to work on both cameras from both angles is definitely probably the main reason that won't happen. Great question. The window is so cool, though. I love it, too. I'm with you in that sentiment. But it is so nice not to bump into things. All right, next question. Abe, New Mexico. You love seeing the banjo. I put that there for you. Thank you so much for encouraging me to play the banjo so relentlessly. I was so skeptical that it was even a good idea, but then when I started playing it, I started remembering all the songs I wrote on banjo and what a source of inspiration, and how it's actually a little comfort zone. And it's back. I took it to a party the other night, and when I walked into the backyard, there was a campfire and the musicians were, and I heard this ding, ding, ding of a banjo. I thought for sure there wouldn't be a banjo at this one, but there was. And I walked around there, and I was like, it was like going into a party and someone's wearing the same dress. I was like, I gotta go home and change. This can't happen. But yeah, I'm very happy to have the banjo back in my life, and I owe you one for that, Abe. Yeah, mine's a 5-string. I don't know if I've ever even played a 4-string banjo. Is that called a tenor? We did play a little dueling banjos. We did do that. Any more questions? Oh, you're very welcome, Firefly. Thank you for listening. Appreciate you. Will there be s'mores? That's a good question. I know what there will be. Last time we went camping, for some reason, I suddenly had an incredible craving for Oreos. And I felt like we were doing it all wrong because we didn't have Oreos. I don't know what memory that is coming from. I don't know if that's something Mom always brought when we went camping or what that is. But this time we do have Oreos. Now, I would reckon that taking a marshmallow and roasting it over a fire and then sticking it on an Oreo would be quite the revelation. So, more later on that subject. People have already done it, I bet, right? I haven't, but I'm gonna. Although I'm not sure we have the big marshmallows. We do have a bag of the little tiny ones that we put in Jell-O. S'moreos. Oh my God, is that already hashtagged? We're not inventing this, are we? I have a feeling I'm about to be deflated. Oh, I played banjo on the High Sierra Heartbreak stream? That's hard to believe. The long one? The day Roy died? It might be. That's a great question. Beans asks, when High Sierra Music Festival is over, is it poor taste to group comment on a link to the practice if you have nothing to do with it, as you will be on holiday? I feel like it might be in poor taste just to like if I had played High Sierra Music Festival this year and a lot of people were, and then like, oh well, if you just discovered Nathan Moore's songs this weekend at High Sierra, he does this nightly that would be great. But I feel like since none of us went and none of us were there, that probably would be in poor taste. Oh, I see what you're saying. I didn't play it live. Yeah, I didn't think I would have. But there was footage of me playing with Keller Williams and Jeff Austin and all them back when I always had it. Back when I had played my banjo enough for Jeff to be like, Nathan, grab your banjo. I never really tried to be a banjo picker, though. Just like I don't try to be a piano player. I'm a songwriter that can write a song on anything I can make music on. But I did have a real strong affinity for that banjo for a couple of years. I was all about it. Yeah, Abe in New Mexico says, I partially remember many a banjo nights from a much younger Nathan. Yeah, true story. Oh yeah, in a few weeks, all bets are off. We can be in poor taste all we want. And no one can say a damn thing about it. I almost used some Deadwood language there, but I have restraint. See? Practice is working. Do different instruments bring different types of songs out? 100%. 100%. And a new instrument, something you play for the first time, always has fresh songs right on the tip of its tongue. That's why I love playing other people's guitars or other people's pianos. There's always something right, like in the minute you start playing it, there's a song right there. It's always right on the tip of its tongue. And then when after you play it for, it's like wringing out a rag. An instrument you never played before is just like the rag is just dipped in a bucket of water and you barely have to touch it and it's dripping. And then you wring it, then you wring it, then you wring, and then eventually you really, oh no, you need another bucket of water somehow. You can't get another drop out of it. But there's all kinds of tricks that you can do for your old instruments, retuning them, tempering them. You could even, You could take an instrument and be like, gotta be something here somewhere. Yeah, there's something in here that just take any instrument you have and mess it up. Like take a paper clip. That's just the first thing that came to mind. Stick it on. I don't know what this is gonna do. Hold on. Fell off. This is gonna fall inside and rattle forever, but that might be the thing that inspires. Oh shit. It's already a song. That is already a song. It's right. See, it's right on the tip of the tongue. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. Don't move. Right? Right? That is, one of the things that's important about the vacations is, for the first 30 some years of my writing, I was always in motion. I was always traveling, moving to Texas out of college, going to college and moving to Texas and then starting a band and touring, always in motion. Things are always happening, and all of it was amazing fodder for music. And then when I stopped traveling for a little while, that was new, so that inspired me. But then eventually I was like, oh my God. It showed me how little I made up songs. That songs usually come from somewhere, and it's not from just inside our heads. And so after a while of sitting on the same log, I've wrung the rag. There's no drips left. Something has to happen. And so go out into the world. Just going to the grocery store can be enough sometimes. But I'm afraid to even I gotta knock on wood as I say this, because I'm gonna get out there to the campground and will have jinxed myself. I'm just gonna shut up about it. But it does tend to work. Oh my gosh. Abe wants to know if any of you cats were with us for the Y2K New Year's in Taos. The amusement, we had made shirts that said a cure for the millennium, with all of us in a bottle of elixir on the shirt. Do you have one of those, Abe? The amusement a cure for the millennium? Y2K. Ooh, I was living on sort of a compound in New Mexico at the time, and we listened to Art Bell every night, and Coast to Coast AM. And all that year, we got worked up in such a huff that all the computers were going to crash and the whole world was going to descend into chaos. Which, it didn't happen. But we were preparing for it all year. We were ready for anything. I remember even that night going up to Taos, we're like, oh man, we had to prepare how we were going to get back and everything if nothing worked at the stroke of midnight. But the thing I love about that story, we built greenhouses, we did all these things that made where we lived in New Mexico so much better. Like, none of us were we didn't feel duped or had or anything. We got ready for the worst case scenario. Ended up having like better water systems, greenhouses, all these like home improvements that made us a more self-sustaining community, and it was all good. That's why I don't necessarily feel the same way about fake news as a lot of people do, because I don't even know if that I don't know. Art Bell was just up on that late night radio telling us this crazy conspiracy theory stuff and working us up into a frenzy, but it was all really fun. So I don't know what I think about anything. Oh yeah, it was a fun and weird psychedelic night, wasn't it? That was like old school Summer of Love experiments. It was a test. This is only a test. If this were an actual... Are you talking about Y2K there, Beans, with that little anecdote? Tea for the Tillerman, steak for the sun, wine for the woman that made the rains come. Oh, it is David Tiller on Facebook. Hey, dude, we were just talking. Were your ears burning? It was a wonderful, very long music playing night. I wonder if there were recordings of that. Do we have that, Dave? You just stumbled into the after show wind down business meeting. Peter says Y2K was not fully fake news. It ended up not being a big problem because a whole lot of people worked their asses off to fix things. Hear, hear. Well said. Good point. Tiller says, yep, I bet Wolf has it. Woofy. Now watch. Mark Wolf is about to hop on this stream. I guarantee it. If we wait, I'm just going to sit here and wait for Mark Wolf to join us. Because that's just the way the world works, folks. John in Los Alamos. From his name, I don't remember him, but I'm wondering if I do. An image popped into my head. I'm wondering if that's him. Here. Every day is another Y2K. Hell, maybe it all did happen and this is the afterlife and we're in hell. All right, I should probably quit rambling. Because all you street teamers are going to start crushing it on... Jim Palmer! Oh my goodness! Look at this. This is just ridiculous. This is turning into not a terrible hell at all. It's sort of nice. It's a dry heat. You guys are going to start crushing... While I'm on vacation, you guys are going to start crushing the street team stuff. And all these people are going to come check out what you're talking about. And they're going to watch this episode. And they're just going to see me playing the wrong harmonica on the Hunter and forgetting how the show of my dreams goes and then rambling about Y2K for a half hour. And they're going to be like, yeah, thanks, but no thanks. I said I like John Prine. Yeah, we got a good little band in here right now. Holy moly. This is so cool. How are you, Jim? So cool that the Flood did that string of shows again. Y'all sounded incredible. We're just aging like wine up in here, aren't we? Gotta love it. Better than ever. Yeah, we might have to make this stream private. I don't even know. Yeah, it's like a mini Frogville reunion. It really is. I played a couple of songs earlier off of In His Own Worlds. I even tried Understand Under on piano. Well, this has been a fun little post-session hang, but I guess I should probably let y'all go. Get out of here. Well, keep up the good work. Thank you all so much. Be silly. Be honest. Always trust your cape. Go get 'em, Tigers. Give 'em heaven. Show mercy.